Good morning, good morning, good morning, everybody. Right now, today is on the 7th of May, 2024. And yesterday, we did a very nice analysis. Yesterday, you see, we had buys to buys above here, 23.17. And we're looking for take profit one over here, where the NFP got, and then profit two just above the other structure, above the point where the NFP bounced over here. All right. So see, we had possible buys above 23.16. Take profit one, take profit two over here. And as by the time we were doing this analysis, the market was here at this point. This is where the market was. And you see immediately after we finished the analysis, some minutes, just a couple of minutes after, this candle closed. That means candle closed above the area that we were interested with. And this was supposed to be the entry. It was supposed to be now the new entry because the candle has closed and closed well. This was the entry, stop loss just below here, and take profit one, take profit two. And this happened yesterday, okay? So if you follow this order closely, then you must have gotten your take profit one, take profit two. So that's a win day, right? After that, you see the market came down and then went back up, even created a new high, went all the way to H4 resistance. And you see that's where the market is right now. It's playing upon the H4 resistance. You remember yesterday what I said, that if I'm going to take any other buys, I'm going to take buys above this point, not above this point. Right? I said above this point. Why? Because you see, this is the high that was created on H4. This was the H4 resistance. And that's why you see the market came here, tried one time, two time, three time, four time, 5, 6 times, and did not break it. So the market is headed back down again to the H1 resistance. Now, to the H1 support now, since it was broken, it was a resistance, but after the market broke and went above, it became a support. So now we're going to do a fresh analysis for today and see what we do. Congratulations to everybody that took this trade yesterday. You must be in massive profit. That is good. That is good. It's good progress. That's a win day. On our calendar, we take it as a win day. All right. So now let's go to a fresh new analysis, remove all the drawings. We go to our usual site. We check whether we have news on the USD today. We're good to go. All right. We only have the TP economic optimism, which is not, it's actually tentative even. It's not really going to move the market as much. So there's nothing threatening the USD today in the market, and we're good to go. All right, so let's start our analysis for the day of the 7th of May, 2024. All right, usual thing that we usually do, the resistance and supports on the monthly. I told you these two are not changing anytime soon until the market breaks the monthly structure, which it may take some time to break the monthly structure. So for swing traders, you guys are good to go. Okay, monthly resistance. All right, we have the weekly support over here. We have to consider this weekly support. Over there, we go to daily. We see, all right, so we see where our daily support is. Daily support is coming inside this point. Daily support. The DS, the daily support over there. And of course, we have a daily high over here. Daily high over here. The daily resistance over there. We go down to H4. All right, so I'm gonna adjust this just a bit. Just a bit. There we go. All right, so we are H4 right now. We are on H4. This is the highs on H4. You see where the market now is bouncing around that area. It has the H4 resistance. I told you that's where the market is right now. Sorry, not H5, H4. H4 resistance. All right, so the H4 resistance is over there. We look for a H4 support, which is right over here. down here. That's the H4 resistance. H4 support, sorry, not the resistance, H4 support. There we are. Go to H1. H1, H1, we're here. We're here in H1. All right, so we want to acknowledge this point on H1. Okay. And acknowledge that point. And that is where the current market is right now. So it's actually struggling to break that point. H1 support. And H1 resistance is still the same point over there. Oh, if you like, you can put it over here. See, there's a new high over here forming. All right, let's go to 30 minutes and see that very well. See that clearly. See that clearly. All right, so we move this one here. We are there, over there. Then we have this area over here. Okay, is there H1 slash M30 resistance. Whoa, what's happening? Okay. So where the market is right now, it's just a phase of consolidation, and I'm not so sure where we're headed right now, but let's see how this thing forms right now. Okay, let's see how this thing forms. Okay. Right, so that's an area that we need to consider as well. Remember, we say these are the best sales we can get. These are the best sales we can get, but we still don't have any push down there. And you see the market pushed up yesterday, created a new high. This is the area that we were looking for to be broken yesterday so that we can pick the buy that was here. See, it comes back to the same point again. So now we are here. The market just went up, bounced on H4 resistance, and now it's back down. So it's making some new lower highs as it pushed down. Let's see if the market breaks below this point. So basically inside this point, I would say it's a no trade range for me. You know what? Yeah, I'll say this is a no trade range for me. For me, that is mostly a no trade range. I can't see anything to trade inside that point. What I want to see is if we have a break below this point. All right, so we're gonna say possible sells below this point. Possible sells below the 2314. Yeah, 2314.6.5 over there. That one we could do a sell to push it down to this point. We have take profit one here, TP1 over here. Should we have more pressure, we go to TP2 down there. Okay, that's for the sells. All right, so what if we don't have enough pressure to break down? What we're going to do is we're looking for buys. These are going to be very quick and risky buys over here. Very quick buys over here. Can do some quick buys over here, but it's actually between 23.26 to 23.30. It's 4 points. Not really. It's an area that yeah, we're going to name it as risky buys. Yet I'll call it risky buys. It's possible. I told you the reason why I call them risky buys is when there's no clear when the winning rate is not as much, it's not very far above, let's say, the 80s and 90s percentage, right? Possible risky buys above 23, 26, 23, 26. Yeah, but the thing is also when the area is too small, it's a bit hard for you because once the market, let's say we have a candle that pushes above and closes around this place. If the candle closes here, then there's no need for you to enter this point because the remaining area between where the candle will be and where the resistance is a bit too close for you to start chasing a trade. And then that will mean your stop loss will be bigger than your target. So that will not go a very good business. Yeah. But the best buys we can get, I'll mark this one over here. The best buys we can get probably above, let me narrow this down. Yep, just around that, let's see, like that. So after you do the buys over here to this point, which is actually, yeah, please do consider the buys. If you get a break below above 23, 26, push the buys to this point. You can do TP1 over here and do yourself a TP2 over there. All right, TP2 over there. And then in the continuation, we're going to also recognize that area and this area like that. All right. So should we get more pressures pushing up, we'll have TP3 and TP4 over here. All right. So that's it for it. So let's see. This one is a long position. Long position. So we're saying possible risky buys above that point. If your risk appetite is okay, you can jump in from that point and try to ride it with a tight stop loss as it goes up. All right. No trade range inside here. I'm not going to trade anything inside there. But below this point, I'm going to jump into the market for the first opportunity that I get and push the market down all the way to take profit too over here. All right. Is that good? Great. So this is the last view. This is the last view on what we expect today. The last view on what we expect today is possible buys, possible sells,